Hi everybody, Andy here with eTrailer. Let's take a quick look together at this exterior flush-mounted LED utility light. Now, if you're looking for a bright, reliable light that's going to stay out of the way, this low-profile rectangular LED lamp is going to be a great choice for you to consider. This is designed to mount flush against a surface, so it's going to give you a clean, modern look without sticking out or getting in the way or getting bumped and then potentially damaged. As you can see, I do have this connected to my DC power source, and even with my bright studio lights on, you can see just how bright this light is. Now what I want to do is shut my studio lights off just to give you a better demonstration. I'll try not to cross my wires here, but as you can see, it does have a tilt to it, so you can adjust the angle of the light that's going to best meet your needs. And because this uses LEDs instead of incandescent bulbs, this is going to be far more efficient, and it's going to last dramatically longer, about 50 times longer in fact. And so there's no bulbs to replace, no fragile filaments to worry about. And this lamp uses 144 LEDs, which is going to give you bright focus illumination across a wide area. And of course, because it's using LEDs, it's drawing less power. So I've just been shining this on the wall behind me so you can get an idea of the brightness, but also kind of the spread it's going to give you as well. So the color of this light is going to be from 6,000 to 6,500 Kelvin, and that's going to be a cool white, kind of like a daylight white light. So as you can see, it's very bright, it's crisp, it's a clean looking light. It might have a slight bluish white tone to it. It's going to be similar to like midday sunlight, mini automotive headlights, and tasker utility lights. So hopefully that gives you a good idea of what to expect. So let me turn my studio lights back on here, and I'm going to go ahead and disconnect this from my power source so I'm not continuing to blind you here. And then let's take a closer look at it together. So this is built for durability. The construction is very durable. This is rust-proof aluminum housing, and it's got a kind of a silverish gray powder coat finish that's going to resist corrosion as well. So I think this is going to hold up really well for you. And then we have a clear lens with those 144 LEDs there. And actually, the lens is trying to figure out a way to describe it. It's almost like part of the light here. There's not like a gap between the lens and the LEDs. The LEDs, you can actually feel them, the bumps rather. So they're kind of like enclosed in the lens, if that makes sense. So you don't have like a gap there, which is nice. That's not going to cut down on the light at all. This does run on standard 12-volt DC, so this is going to be compatible with most RVs, trailers, boats, and utility setups. And we got a strange color of wiring here, but the salmon colored is going to be positive, and then the blue color is going to be ground. And this does have an IP66 rating, so it's not submersible, but it's going to be dust resistant, and it's going to hold up to water as intense as like jet sprays. So let me go ahead and see if I can give you some measurements here real quick. I'm going to set this back up on my block here just so it'll be a little more stable. And then I'm going to get my tape measure here. Let's talk about the length first. Looks like we're sitting right at about 13 5/8 inches long. And then the height, let me get my ruler for that one, might be a little bit easier. This is a 13-inch ruler. So the height, we're sitting right at 12 1/8 inches tall. And then the thickness, about 1 7/8 inches thick. And then let's look at the cutout here real quick. I think I can do all this with my ruler here. So looking at the length again, or the width, however you'd like to call that, I'm going to call it right about 10 1/4 inches. And then on the height, get rid of that glare there, about 8 3/4 inches. So that's going to be on the cutout. You are going to get some instructions and a template here. to help you with the installation. And one other thing that I did not measure before our time together, but it might be helpful for you. Let me see if I can get this for you real quick. The length of the wire. I'm just going to do a rough measurement. So from the light to the end of the wire tips, right at 29 inches or so. So overall, I think this is a pretty sleek, durable, and it is indeed an extremely bright light solution that you're going to be able to install and then essentially forget about it until you need it, and it's going to be out of your way, and it's going to give you really great performance. If you happen to have any other questions, whether it's about this light or anything else that we carry here at eTrailer, don't hesitate to reach out, because ultimately we want to make sure that you have exactly what you need. Again, my name's Andy. Thank you for joining me.